From holding the b-ball when he was 11 months old to gaining an average of 29.9 points per game, he was the MVP and he even played alongside LeBron's son. This is how Mikey Williams went to jail after playing with Bronny James. But hold on a minute. Recently, he was arrested on 5 charges. But why? I mean, he was leading such a successful career. But before we get to that, let's get to know our boy. So buckle up, folks. We're going to tell you a little story. Under the skies of San Diego in 2004, a young boy named Mikey was born. And Mikey's family has a long and dated history with sports. His father, Cajon Williams, had been a college basketball player himself, and his mother was a college softball player. At the age of just 11 months old, when normal kids were playing with toys and watching cartoons, Mikey held the basketball for the very first time. But yeah, Luka Doncic wins this one, because he grabbed the ball when he was just 7 months old. Back to Mikey. Growing up, Mikey wanted to be the next Black Jesus. So most of the time he was seen balling outside his apartment complex. Damn, that's the type of hard work I need. He was always a fighter. During elementary school, he was handling bullies and basketball side by side. It won't be wrong to say that Mikey was so obsessed with heading to the gym that his school coach, Terry Tucker, was forced to keep Mikey as a ball boy, because keeping this boy out of the gym was impossible. Well, Mikey showcased his true talents in the 6th grade, when he dunked for the first time. Not long after he was playing for the Malcolm Thomas All-Star Common Team, and in a very short time, he moved up the ladder and was ranked as the #1 player in the class of 2023. This guy has some talent. In the 8th grade, Mikey joined the Amateur Athletic Union and was playing alongside Bronny James. This is where Mikey started to turn heads and get crazy attention. As time passed, this dude's talent got remarkably amazing, and it was clear that he was going to make it big in the NBA. On his high school debut, Mikey scored 41 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. But this was just the beginning, as in the next game, Mikey scored 50 points. But he reached the peak of his popularity when he scored 77 points against the Kearney High School basketball team. For a kid as young as Mikey, this was nothing short of a miracle. He was insanely good during this match and scored 9 3-pointers. This kid had the power of Steph's 3-pointers. Jaw's athleticism, Kobe's body language, and Bron's game plan IQ. Mikey was named the Max Preps Freshman of the Year as he averaged a mind-blowing 29.9 points per game that season. Overall, these individuals' performances displayed insurmountable talent that Mikey had. Now let's talk about this man's achievements. To start off, Mikey was named the USA Basketball Boys Developmental National Team Player of the Year. Phew. Boy, that is a title for the ages, let me tell you. In San Diego, he was named as MVP twice and was one of 50 players in the country to attend the Junior National Team training camp. That's just mind-blowing! ESPN and 247 Sports have ranked him as the top high school basketball player of the country. In 2019, Mikey was named the most valuable player of the Adidas Gauntlet Finale. Scholarship offers from Duke, Kansas, and UCLA were pouring in. It's also worth mentioning that Mikey was named Gatorade National Player of the Year for 2020, as well as a McDonald's All-American for 2020. Now ranked as the number 17 overall prospect in the class by 247 Sports and the number 4 player in his position, he chose Memphis. And signed with the school last fall over reported offers from Kansas and other pro teams. And you know what? I'm waiting to see him on the TV playing with the king himself.
It's a 30-footer, and you see Curry.
His popularity on social media is at its peak. He has 3 million followers on Instagram and more than 2 million followers on TikTok, and the list goes on and on. I mean, this dude is followed by some of the biggest and most notable celebrities, such as Drake, and basketball players such as LeBron James and Kevin Durant. The guy this popular gotta have some money lying around. So let's talk about it. This may come as a surprise, but Mikey is crazy rich. He has a net worth of $7 million. And when you're this rich at this age, it's gonna have some perks. Recently, the 17-year-old signed a lucrative shoe deal with Puma. Whoa! And on his 16th birthday, the future superstar was gifted a white, supercharged Corvette. Now that's something every boy would want for their Christmas. Am I right? Now look, the attraction of this video is Mikey Williams getting arrested. Mikey is like every 18-year-old boy, young, impulsive, and rebellious. And on 14th April 2023, Mikey did something that put his entire life and career at stake. His recklessness can prove quite costly, and things might not have a happy ending. I mean, the guy went ballistic, literally. After picking up an assault rifle, this dude thought he was John Wick, and his life was a Hollywood movie. As things turned out, there was an argument at his home on the evening of 14th April, when multiple uninvited guests entered his house. They were asked to leave the residence immediately. It was seen that there were about 5 people who sat in the car, but as they were driving away, multiple shots were fired. Thankfully, no one in the car was harmed, but the car itself was heavily damaged. The most notable thing about this incident is that the shooter looked like Mikey Williams. And so, basketball star got arrested on 5 felony charges. He has been booked on $50,000 bail, and if the truth comes to light, Mikey might be sentenced to a maximum of 4 years in prison. This is very bad news. His career might even end before even starting. Let's hope for the best for our boy Mikey. Well guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to dunk on that subscribe button. Till next time.